We're at ILTA in Grapevine, Texas, and I'm here with George May of WestKM.
How are you, Angie?
Good, how are you?
Well, we're at ILTA. It's the International Legal Technology Association meeting, which takes place every year at the end of the summer, and we're exhibiting many of the West products and services that we have, including WestKM. And I have with me Meredith Williams from Baker Donaldson.
Hi, Meredith.
Headquartered in Memphis, Tennessee. She's the Director of Knowledge Management and oversees most of their programs in information management and knowledge management. And why don't talk a little bit about what ILTA is and how you use the meeting with your peers.
I gotcha. Well, like George said, it's the International Legal Technology Association, and being a global firm, we really utilize ILTA for bringing in or figuring out what other firms are doing and finding those products that really meet our needs. So those are some of the key things there. It's a great networking opportunity. I have made probably the most contacts and colleagues through the ILTA organization. It's a great way to learn, to see other people's failures, to not make the same mistakes, and just to really kind of get what they're doing as well.
Now, you chair the information management track, and you're also heavily involved in the knowledge management track that take place here. So what are some of the products and services and approaches that you use at your firm in these areas?
Well, just a little bit of the different parts of the KM versus the IM, because a lot of people will say, well, they're probably the same thing, and they're not really. The KM is more of the expertise, the precedent location, and things like that, whereas the information management side is more based in the security and the strategy of overall information like email management and retention and how to deal with those types of situations. And so we really approached our tracks, because like you said, I'm a track chair of kind of figuring out what other firms are looking for, what answers they're looking for from our organization here to kind of educate them. As far as what we're doing in the firm, one of the biggest products we gained from here at ILTA was WestKM. That was one of the big products we picked up probably 4 years ago. It's been a long time since we've had it. Also, other products we've gained Interaction, which happens to be a LexisNexis product. We've also picked up from here. Firm 360, Contact Networks, Shift Central. Those are just to name a few things that we've learned about here and gone back and implemented within our firm. Okay.
And so what are some of the particulars about how your firm conducts its approach internally? So the people that practice law inside the firm, what sort of resources do they get to make use of?
Oh, a little bit of everything. Being a former practicing attorney myself, we try to look at everything, or I try to look at my job and my team as how can we make them more efficient at what they're doing. And so they have access to any possible product. A couple of examples with, I was just mentioning Shift Central and Contact Networks and Interaction and also WestKM. We have a client approach for all of things. It's all about the client service, and so we build all of those products into what we call a client site, where we can better utilize those materials to serve our client.
Now, our most recent release is WestKM 4.0, and I understand that you're actually going to be working with that product soon.
Yes.
What were some of the reasons why you decided to take that product forward?
Really twofold. We really wanted the capability of opening up the API, which 4.0 really gives us that opportunity to do so, to really take that search to the different level. We can manipulate it in whatever way we want to deliver it, and we're a big firm that uses innovation. We don't like to just buy a product and use it off the shelf. We want to use it how it's best going to be served in the daily practice. The other reason is the litigation analyzer. That was a key component because we've had the transaction side now for 2 years, and our litigators have been screaming at us, to put it nicely, we want the same technology. So those were really the two key things.
So in the end, you feel like it benefits the firm inside, but the clients benefit as well?
By far. Like I said, it's all about client service, and if we can't deliver client service, we might as well go home. And WestKM has really given us the opportunity to do that. It's in every RFP we deliver. It's built into every client site we have. Every practice group has it. It's a part of our day-to-day practice.
Fantastic. Now, we just have one more question now. And by the way, everything that Meredith's talking about is covered in a case study that we have coming up here that's released as a part of ILTA, so you can take a look at that when you have some time. We know you're getting married here coming up in about a month.
Very much so.
And we're hoping that you can share the location and the date of the wedding so that all of your friends at West and your thousands of colleagues there can also join you there.
Don't worry, we'll put it on the blog. That way everybody can send gifts right to the same location.
That does seem fair. Well, thanks a lot for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks both of you, Meredith and George, for being with us today.